everybody. We here at McStabber Studios appreciate you tuning in to see our tabletop RPG streams. Some of the content of our streams may be a bit mature and cause emotional responses in viewers. We really take the well-being of our viewers very seriously, and we want you to do what you need to if something triggers you. Mute the stream, take a break, or just skip an episode. Otherwise, if you decide to stay tuned in, we are available in chat during the streams to talk you through it if you need that. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy this game session.
Jason Carl. Jason Carl. Jason Carl.
Let's tell a vampire story.
Good evening, everyone. It's your boy Twitch again, bringing you the Kindred news. Over in DC, it seems there was a fight with some lupine down in the park. I wonder what's been going on over there. And it seems, as a result of it, some kindred went missing. Missing? I wonder if they're gonna claim Granger got beckoned. Today's sponsors, of course, Luca Blood Product Services. I mean, with all the death we're having, we got lots of blood.
Free-range, ethically sourced, cruelty-free, certified humane, organic blood products.
Blood.
Delivered by our conscientious and discreet private fleet.
Secret.
We make sure our stock is local, sustainable, and diverse enough to suit even the most discriminating tastes.
Tastes.
Aluka Blood Product Services. Tapping the potential of blood.
Blood.
For years, Washington, D.C. was a Camarilla city under the rule of Marcus Vitel. But when it was revealed he was a La Sombra instead of the Ventru he had claimed to be, the Tower sentenced him to final death. But with Kindred, things are not always as they seem, and he survived his sentence only to return a decade later to seize the city from both the Camarilla and the Sabbat. It was during his second rule that the Coterie arrived to the city. Lily Sanger, a descendant of the Toreador Helena and owner of the Succubus Club. Steve Perry, a caitiff who only recently found out he holds flawed La Sombra blood. Locke, a gangrel raised on the streets and now owner of the bar Purgatory. And until recently, Quartermain, the Nosferatu who is now exiled from D.C. and never to return. The Coterie has been instrumental in restoring the city to Camarilla rule under the praxis of Nosferatu Stanford Warwick. Vitel relocated to Baltimore, where he has established his rule over the formerly anarch city. Things are far from idyllic under Stanford's rule, and events have been set in motion for his praxis to end. The question remains, does it matter who rules when there are powerful elders maneuvering their pieces for their own ends?
Good evening. Welcome to DC by Night. I am the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I'm Rilyn Dare, and I'm playing Lily Sanger, Clan Toreador.
I'm Lance. I'm playing Brian Miller, caitiff, child of Esmeralda, and the servant of Sybil.
I'm Katie. I play Locke, and I am the owner of Purgatory, and a very dumb gangrel boy.
Hair sticks.
And in the last episode, the Coterie finally was sent in to do was participating in the Black Spiral Dancers elimination. Though it wasn't for the Coterie to handle it. It was a Lupine internal problem. The Coterie just to make sure that none of them escaped. And from where the Coterie was, none of them tried to escape. Though, like in everything in the Kindred world, when bad shit happens, somebody tries to solve the problems and to grind their own axes and take care of things. And in the case of this one, Granger decided it was time to try to take care of Steve, though he was woefully under-equipped for said incident. And Malik decided to go for Lily, and though that one was a little tougher, Steve taking the brunt of the injuries, and Zachary, who got his paw broken pretty bad. Other than that, the Coterie came out pretty well from it. Though Lily's ex-fiance manifesting was kind of a shock, and we're actually going to pick up right there at that same scene with Lily kneeling on the dock, or near the docks at the marina, in shock over what she's just seen, and the Coterie still waiting to see if any others try to make a run for it, or at least get the word that it's all clear and the whole thing has been done. And that's where we go.
You okay, Lily? I mean,
I will be. Go check on Zachary. I'll be okay.
Right. Locke gets up, sees the dead Lupine, and takes out her phone.
Okay.
And texts Tabitha, so how bitchy we talking getting used to this?
Do you take a picture of the Lupine or just...
No, I just text it to her. I just text that to her.
Get a reply back? Really? I mean, at first, really bitchy? But it feels good.
And just thinking face is what's returned. Thinking face emoji. She goes over to Zach. And she's like, okay, I don't know.
He's got a floppy arm. It's literally snapped the bone right here.
Oh, dude, I don't know what, and she takes off her flannel and tries to do, what, I don't know what to do here, dude. I'm so sorry.
It's like it'll heal in a day or two, maybe. It's not that bad, but...
Lily hears them and stands up.
Okay.
Walks over. Hand me the shirt.
Okay, and she hands her flannel.
I look over in the back at the SUV.
Okay.
See if there's anything that I can use for a splint.
Tire jack, or crowbar.
And we're in the woods. I can make a stick.
I mean, you can grab, there's lots of things you could grab. You could break bits off a sliver of wood off something.
Like a pallet or something?
You're by a pier with all the associated things on a pier.
Okay. Locke, get me something about the length of his arm, of the section that's broken, that I can use that's firm to tie.
You find a broom handle. I mean, you find a whole broom, but it's pretty easy to snap the handle where you want.
Yep, and I come back with it and very carefully hand it over.
And I take it over and I go and I kneel by Zach where he's holding his arm and I say, I am going to splint it.
Okay.
And so I basically place the broom handle under the arm and I say, it's going to hurt a little. And I straighten the bone.
Okay.
And then I wrap the shirt around it and tie it tight. And I'm going to roll intelligence.
And Locke stays
medicine.
Right behind him. Ready to snag his ass.
And I got 3.
Okay. You split it up and you don't hear a sound from him when you do it.
Okay.
But the moment you're done, he starts going, oh God, it hurts, it hurts. Just kidding.
Asshole.
It'll be all right.
Look, he's pretty.
You see him kind of lean his head back, kind of bat his eyes at Locke. You see him playing it up again.
She smacks him on the head.
And Lily just says, "You are too cute for your own good." And she just turns around and walks off.
So you've got
Locke.
a dead kindred on the ground, a dead lupine on the ground,
Okay.
And Malik is ash.
and Malik is ash. Granger is bones. You've got a stack of bones, some ash, and a dead lupine.
Hey, Locke, we need to throw Granger in the water.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that in a second. She goes over to the dead lupine, and she's hungry.
Okay.
And she needs to heal.
Okay.
So she
It
takes...
is, you get, because you have iron gullet,
Yeah.
you can drink from them, even dead. You can drink even cold dead blood. One sip will give you 2 blood points back.
Yeah.
Steve, unfortunately, you need living things
Mm-hmm.
because you do not have that ability.
Was. Yeah, she, and now I'll make a note on her, she's bitchy.
Yeah, you, one less die when frenzy checking.
Yes. But yeah, okay. Now she's like, cool, let's do this. And she is going to get her trophies from Granger.
Okay.
She's going to rip some of that chainmail off, and she's going to have it made into like a bracelet or something. Or
Okay, yeah, there's numerous smaller strips that you can easily pull because you kind of rendered big gashes in it into, claw stripes. So there's strips you can easily pull apart.
Takes that, grabs his, rips out his eye teeth, basically does a job on him, and then she's
And Zachary's looking at you and watching what you're doing and kind of,
I like my trophies, okay?
oh, you're one of those. I've met those before. It's okay. I understand. There's Buzzsaw, wouldn't allow that shit, but Ivan used to have this like knuckle bone necklace he wore, though I haven't seen it lately.
That's where I got the idea from. It was from Ivan.
Yeah, he used to wear one. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
But it's not my thing. Go ahead. That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's kind of grisly, but
Yeah, she grabs, she gets her little trophies, and to dispose of the body, do we want to just throw his body in the river because it looks kind of weird, or do we want to throw it in the incinerator because we do have a trunk?
We can throw it in the incinerator.
Okay, I think
remember,
you're
Steve,
muted.
you're pretty
I
fucked
was
up
muted.
right now.
We can throw it in the incinerator.
Yeah, I feel like that one is the lupine still loopy, lupine-y, or did it turn into a?
Oh no! When they die, they revert
Back to human.
Form. Okay, I mean, might as well throw them both in the incinerator. Do you mind if I throw them in the trunk?
How many garbage bags?
She's got a tarp.
I've got body bags.
Okay.
She keeps stuff. This has happened too many times for Lily not to have a stash.
I've got body
something.
bags.
Locke starts loading up. She's like cleaning up, putting everything in body bags, throw them in the back.
And you hear an air horn go off.
Oh shit!
Sounds like the far side of the park, though.
Fuck! Is that where your boys are? Lil?
No, Lily's are closer than that. You're not sure who was set over there, but you know from where Raylan and Raphael said they were, that wouldn't be the right direction for them.
Okay.
Okay.
So you see Steve, he's come out of the water now pretty fucking crispy.
I send a text to Karina.
Okay.
Ran into Malik and one of his friends.
Comes back, get away? Question mark.
Nope.
Cool. Did Granger bring you the walkie-talkie?
Nope.
Damn him.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Just so she's aware, Malik is now done.
Okay.
Can you ask her who's, like, if she has any intel on what's happening there? Any eyes?
Oh, and I send her to horn sound.
She comes back. I think it was below us.
Oh, shit.
Oh. How far?
Opposite side of the park from you.
Oh. Then we can't really assist.
Are we allowed to go through?
You want to go through?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't want to see what Art's doing out there.
but I don't. I packed popcorn, but I'm 50-50.
50-50-10, and that 10 is the cutting through part.
How goes things inside?
Don't know. Not inside. Did you think Karina's going in there?
Well, I figured she may know something.
Rhinos formed lupines can't use cell phones very well.
No, I know this, but
Well, okay, the air horns were mostly so the lupines would know to go to that location, correct?
Yep.
Not that Kindred were supposed to go rally to that location.
Right, it was to alert so that they can try to stop any breakouts.
We probably, you know what, we should probably stay put here. Because we had our fuckery, but it was kind of a planned, ambushy fuckery. There could still be breakouts.
I sent a text to Raphael.
Okay.
You guys okay?
Yep. All quiet down here.
Good.
And as you're sitting here, Steve's trying to figure out, how much it hurts. Locke was messing with Lupine. You do catch a glimpse. There seems to be a Kriner's form Lupine. You see it running through the marina towards everybody. But you also see a figure in pursuit behind it. And the figure is definitely gaining on this Lupine, which is odd. Because,
that's a
Lupine.
fast kindred.
Mm-hmm. And you're not quite sure who the kindred chasing it is until they enter a light. And as you enter the light, you see a big axe coming down on this Lupine as Art was chasing it down by himself. There was no other Lupine with him. And this axe...
Do I recognize the Lupine?
No.
Okay.
It's not one you've seen.
Okay.
This axe comes down on this Lupine and just shears it right across the middle, leaving 2 pieces of Lupine. And without missing a beat, you see Art turn around and run back the direction he came.
Send a text to Karina. Art's very busy.
I bet. But why
Just
do you have
saw
an
him.
axe?
Just saw him.
Yeah, it was definitely not a gangrel thing you saw. He was not feral weapon. He was not wolfing out at all. He was straight
cold-blooded killer.
Killing.
Yeah.
But you all sit there.
I send a text to Raphael. Who's with you?
Wayland?
That's it?
That's it. We're a pair. I think Norton's to our left somewhere.
Wow,
He said Norton's paired up with that professor guy.
Professor guy.
Yes.
What's his?
Is that... wait, which smart guy is that? We know
the Tremere.
Yeah.
That would be the Tremere. Briggs.
Oh, and I say, Briggs.
Yep, professor.
Okay, got you.
And then you get a text from Raphael all of a sudden, though you were texting Wayland. I'm pretty sure I can hear the professor lecturing Norton. Seems to be heated.
Lily just sends the laugh emoji.
Yep. So the Coterie's there. Any talks you can have right here before,
So, what's the story we're going to have? Granger attacked us. There's no doubt about.
No, I just told I literally just texted Karina. She asked if Granger brought us walkie-talkies. I said no.
Okay. Well, that could be interpreted as, he didn't show up because he's useless, or we killed him.
No, it can be interpreted as he didn't show up.
Yeah, so that's the story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she looks over
At Zach.
Zach. Says that is the story.
What? I didn't see anything until that gangrel guy came here. The one that Lily I don't even know what that spirit shit was. Whatever. Okay, fine. But yeah, that gangrel thing and that monster we killed that broke my fucking paw. That's all that's happened, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And he gets that shit-eating grin that you've learned to see. Where he likes the fact that he made you happy with that answer. But
I do love it when they know how to play the game.
Hey.
it's like I was too busy getting hurt,
You didn't see shit.
But what was that spirit shit? Just somebody tell me, because
that was my dead
shit.
fiance.
Okay, so he's dead. Then why did we see him?
He's been looking out for me.
Okay, and Zachary looks over at you like and goes, I am glad we don't deal with... I know that's not shit we deal with. And Torador's spooky shit. I've heard too many stories of that. I'm just glad that we only have to worry about, whether we're going to grow hair that night or, suddenly get whiskers.
Yeah. I have to agree. I do not want to deal with any of the spooky shit. Like, I know it still technically doesn't go away just because you can't see it. But
yes,
you know what?
It goes completely away.
Bury your head in the sand. That's fine.
You know what? It's fine. It's worked for gangrels for generations.
And since he's not that hungry, you say bury your head in the sand, and you see him start to sink into the dirt nearby, and then he gets about halfway sunk, and then comes back up.
Lily laughs so hard.
I mean, I could bury all of me in the sand if I have to. It works this way.
And I look at Steve, and I see that you're...
It's not as bad as burnt as Raph. Actually, how much health do you have total?
Total health?
Yeah.
10. No, 9.
9 total?
And he has 5 damage.
5 damage. He's not as burnt as Raphael was, but he's, pretty burnt up. Half his body is 3rd degree, pretty bad.
Are you hungry?
I will be when I start trying to heal.
You can take a drink from me if you need it to heal.
Okay, I'll take one.
Okay.
Thank
comfortable.
So it's a rouse check's worth of blood to give him one.
I succeeded.
So, oddly enough, he draws a bit from you. You don't get hungrier.
Okay.
But he gains 1 back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rouse check's worth. She passed a rouse check, so it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Got lucky. He didn't draw too much, but that's only 1 point. Now, if he's going to draw another one...
Right, no. Lily doesn't want to bond him.
He wouldn't. He could drink as many as he wants, and it wouldn't change. One drink, you can only go by one increment per night. You have to wait another night before you get the
right. I wouldn't, do it over multiple nights. It's just enough for him to get a heal tonight.
So that puts him down to what hunger?
1.
1. Yep.
And actually, while we're sitting there, you know what? We're going to try, because, we don't know what's coming up next. I'm going to try and heal that egg.
Okay. Three rouse checks to heal an egg. Steve going to do the same?
Yes.
Okay.
I get 1.
Oh, shit.
So you got 2 hunger?
Yeah, 2 hunger.
So you went from 1, you got
3.
1 success, so you're back to 3 hunger. But you focus your mind on it, and you push and push and push, and you get 1 aggravated wound healed, so your burns recede a little bit.
Okay.
Locke?
No,
I failed all 3.
Yeah.
So you went to 4 hunger?
4 hunger.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now, the Lupine is in the back of the car. I will let you draw another one off it.
Yeah.
Because you drew 1 point. It has 3 points in it. Since it has 3 points in it, you drew 1. It has 2 left.
Mm-hmm. She's going to do that.
So you draw another one.
Yeah. So
and it goes down. You lose 2 hunger.
Yep. I'm staying at 2, though, so I am.
Now,
plus
you
2.
can drink the last point of blood. Remember, you can't drop below 1 hunger off of mortal blood. Supernatural blood can bring you to 0 hunger without killing something. Because it's supernatural blood.
Mm-hmm.
That is, the rules say off of human blood, you have to kill them.
So why not do bitchy plus 3? Sure.
But there's the downside.
Yeah.
You know
what? She's fine. She's
get
fine
cranky.
too. She's already going to be cranky enough. This is She's only
It does
doing,
make you more prone to frenzy.
Right.
only doing this because something else might be coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's true.
So
Locke drinks even more of the lupine, and all the other kindred there, even Zach kind of gets this look because it's cold dead blood.
Lupine.
But
I don't know
For
how
Locke-
she does that.
Locke's had worse.
yeah, Luck's had a lot worse. This
That's
is
not
almost
chunky yet.
No.
Yeah, it's not blood yogurt, okay? So, blood cottage cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Coterie is sitting there. Anything else y'all need to talk about before I say whether anything else is going to happen? Because I know y'all all saw something powerful with Lily, and nobody wants to bring it up right now.
Lily just made everybody here uncomfortable.
Yeah. So how are you doing, Steve, besides being all burned? I mean, we had that thing we're not going to talk about that we're probably not going to talk about after this.
That thing we're not talking about was pretty anticlimactic, but I'm okay with it. It was great.
Actually, I feel like it's even better that it's anticlimactic. I feel like that's the ending he deserved.
Now, Locke, you don't have the knowledge that Steve does about his swordsmanship. So, as far as you know, Granger looked like he knew what he was doing with the weapon, but Steve knows the truth of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, part of the manipulation Granger did to me, in my memory, was to make himself look so incredibly, I'm blanking on the word, really good at things. But he was shit, because I watched him. He didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Well, I mean, that sword went out of his hand, like.
Yeah. He had built up that he was had so much prowess and was so very proficient at it, but nope, that was.
I called it at the last Primogen meeting when I called him a narcissist.
Yep.
My only regret about that fight is that I didn't get to call him a fucking nerd to his face. 'Cause that was part of the plan that I've had for months, and he died too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, it's fine. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I got a new bracelet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's held together with the paperclip right now. Got a new bracelet. I got some teeth. I got some things. I got to get a little.
Oh, nice.
Sword. Ah, yeah.
You hear a bit of howling in the distance, and
Oh shit.
swear maybe a roar or two, but other than that, everything seems quiet. You just now started hearing that, so apparently things may be hitting a crescendo in there, and the final things may be coming to a head.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody seen Esmeralda flying around?
Roll and see. If you want to look for her, you can go intelligence awareness or wits awareness. If you have heightened senses. Steve, you have eyes of the beast. I'll take that in. Or you have oblivion sight, which lets you see clearly, and Locke has eyes of the beast. I'll take that into account with your roll. See if you can see her. Lily doesn't have heightened senses though. So.
4.
4?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Steve, you do catch a glimpse of. You think that's. I mean, you see a bat that's a bit larger than a normal bat. That's not right above you. It seems to be over more to the center of the thing. You also catch a couple owls flying that aren't normally flying around that high. But other than that, that's all you see. I mean, you think that's the right size bat for Esmeralda, but she's not directly overhead. She seems to be circling more of the middle of the park, looking.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Though a bat's not very good at seeing.
They can use sonar.
But a kindred bat, it raises a question.
Heightened senses.
Heightened senses. A bat that can see, if they have heightened senses.
Right.
So the coterie sets another hour passes. 2. And then
at some point, Locke breaks out a pack of cards and just starts dealing people in.
Lily's listening to music.
Zach's like, what are we playing? Strip poker? Well, wait a minute. No, not out here. Not out here. No.
Is that what you play with?
Can we do... Let's do Texas Hold'em because, well, one hand.
Yeah. Okay.
And y'all start playing some cards a bit. And about the third hour, the whole park goes silent. It's like the dead settled. And you see movement on the far side of the marina, but you can't make out what it is, even with your heightened senses of, seeing through the darkness. But you know there's movement there. And after the movement builds for about 15 minutes, then you see a mass coming towards you. And it's the ones you've seen, a little bit smaller of a group, not quite as big as it was, with Art at the head of it. All of them look injured in some way, except for Art. He's coming out bloody, with a bloody axe in his hand, but no tears in his clothing, no injuries. But all the rest are varying degrees of wounds. You figure they're down. I mean, they went in maybe 20, around 2 dozen. They come out, you guess, half dozen short. Mm-hmm. But they all come back out. And they seem to be in good spirits. A lot of them are slapping each other on the back, and they're, you hear them talking about, did you see that one I got? And, that one thought they were going to get up a tree, and, well, that didn't last long. We went in after them, and they seem to be all having a discussion about what they've just done, celebrating the fight. As when Art approaches everybody,
Lily then hikes up her skirt and puts her gun back in the holster.
Okay. As Art approaches the group at the head of this, he looks at everybody. Everything fine here?
Of course. Malik was here. I killed him.
Good. Any escape?
No, not a one.
No. Any try?
No.
Okay. Steve, you and I will be having a talk soon. So you're aware. And this time, everybody sees the eyes go gold. And then he walks over to his motorcycle, cranks it up, hangs that axe from his belt, and all of you are unsettled just being, you can feel the axe at this point. What?
It's all over now. The hunt was successful, yes?
Art doesn't say a thing, but one of the others, you see Bloodlicker. Wounded quite a bit.
Oh, no.
Several tears on her, down her sleeve, a couple across the stomach. Mostly healing. I mean, she's taking some she can't heal that quick, but she's like, yeah, we got him.
Good.
I might have to tell Tabitha, it was fun. I mean, it was been a while since we had a good hunt. Good. Wish she could have come, but I know she's squeamish. And Art just rides off without a word to anybody. And when he does, Bloodlicker hangs behind as all the others mount up on the bikes. And she's like, some will come back to get the bikes that are here. And your guess is right. There's 6 empty bikes. And of course, Bloodlicker's. And once they're all gone, Bloodlicker comes over and goes, why'd y'all lie to him?
What?
I can smell the stink. One died here.
Oh, well, he didn't try to escape. He attacked us.
Oh.
Yeah, he was with Malik. Like,
yeah.
That was to take us out.
I'm curious because, like I said, I just was curious why y'all lied. I guess not technically a lie.
It's
okay,
not a
we
lie.
can do that.
No, I didn't. I mean, I just assumed he was like, did any get past us or like?
No, none got past us.
Is that why?
Mm,
Zach, you got a broken hand?
yeah.
And Zach's like, yeah. And once again, even wounded, she starts giving him the glare.
Oh, no.
And you see him kind of shrink, kind of curl up on himself. And then she looks at you and she just winks at you, Locke.
I like your style, Bloodlicker.
Karina said that she's got cleanup. She's going to have people come in and dispose of things, props that shouldn't be left in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Holy hell. I've known Art a number of years. Mother knew him longer than I did. That wasn't Art.
No.
He did not use claws.
Mm-mm.
He did not snarl. He did not. I've been around Tabitha long enough. I fought with a few of your kind. Zachary, even Bear Boy over there. He did none of that. He wielded that axe like an executioner. Like he was born with an axe in his hand.
Yeah.
Even to me, it was frightening. All of us got injured. None of them could touch him. They tried. He was set on by 2 of them, and he chopped them down without effort. He is scary. And I'm going to make sure Tabitha has nothing to do with him anymore.
Good.
And
Because I've been
Bloodlicker-
talking some sense into her for a hot minute, and some of it sticked, like 10% stickage. And
if we could have had something like that during when I helped, most people don't know this, and I'd appreciate if it doesn't get around. I helped Tabitha a bit during the unrest when Vitel left. I'm a little more aware than my pack mates about what goes on with Kindred, and though I don't like most of you for obvious reasons, you have the taint on you. I may have a fondness for Tabitha that I fought with her a bit. I don't know what he is, but he's not one of you. He's not one of us either. I'm going to have to talk with Mother about it because we trust your clan for a reason, or at least as much as we trust any of your kind. Because at least you have some idea of what it's like to be in the wilderness and to be, you know, what we are. He has no idea.
if Mother needs a complete download, just text me.
It's a good chance. I'll let you know. I've got to go and I've got to rest a while because some of these wounds were scratches, but some of them will take a lot longer to heal even from our kind because when we injure each other, we don't heal it as quick.
Oh yeah, it sucks. And she pulls up her shirt and shows the wounds on her.
And then she looks over at Steve and goes, "What happened to Krispy Kreme over there?"
Let's just say I set Malik on fire and then he tried to bear hug Steve.
And she looks and gives you a grin. Don't you know you're not supposed to play with fire? Come on.
Oh, come on,
And
darling.
she laughs a bit and she gives Steve just a brief wink and then hops on her motorcycle and cranks it up and rides off.
And when
leaving-
she rides off, Locke looks at Steve and says, that's the only thing you know what to do with fire, is to play with it.
Of course. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I want wits awareness from everybody.
Four.
3.
3.
3, 3, and 4. Locke doesn't see anything. Steve, you're going to see this only because you understand the reason. Actually, no, Locke sees it too. All of you. As you're getting ready to gather up stuff and, after Art had left and Bloodlicker had left. Locke and Steve, you don't know why, but your eyes are drawn to a nearby rooftop for some reason. You can't explain what makes you look that way. Lily, you notice their eyes dart suddenly to a direction, and you look as well. And just for an instant, very brief, you saw somebody standing on the rooftop, wearing a white dress, very pale skin, flowing black hair. And then it was gone. Lily, you don't recognize it, really. Steve and Locke, you do recognize what you saw.
Someone y'all know.
Yes, it is. She's not gone.
Oh. And she's fully awake.
Yes.
And obviously was watching Theodore's handiwork.
I'm immediately calling Wayland.
And Karina texts you as you go to grab your phone. It's all good. We're doing cleanup. Y'all can leave when you're ready. You calling Wayland? Okay, phone rings twice. And then, yep. Hey, Lily, how you doing?
Good. Y'all all wrapped up?
Yeah, Karina just sent us the thing that we're good to go. So
You want us to swing by and pick you up?
I mean, we were just going to hop in the car and go back and grab our stuff from your place. And
Well, let me pick you up.
I mean, want me to leave the car here? How are we
Yep.
going to get the car back? 'Cause,
Yep.
I mean, if we're going to go anywhere,
I'll arrange getting your car back.
Sure thing. And he tells you where he is. He's
Okay.
he's not too far from you.
Okay.
He was the next people over
Okay, perfect.
on the cycle.
Do you want us all going together?
Yeah, well, we took a vehicle.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've got Tabitha and Jack, like, just one block down.
Okay, well, if you want to go with Zach, but I've got friggin' bodies in the back of my car.
I mean, you got Steve. He's a strong boy.
Steve's kind of hurt though, too.
Oh,
I can
yeah, I
still-
guess that's right. Yeah, I'll take care of that. And she's like, Zach, you go with Tabitha and Jack and go back to the bar.
You're gonna make me ride bitch with them on the back of the motor. Fine, that's fine. I can't.
You know what? Actually, no, fuck, you make
I
everything
mean,
so complicated.
I got one arm.
Okay.
Can I ride with Tabitha?
Yes, you can ride with Tabitha. If she'll let you. If she says no, then you ride bitch with Jack.
You know she's gonna say no, right?
Yeah, I do.
Fine. Okay. And you text Tabitha, and it only takes a minute before you hear the motorcycles come up. 2 Harleys, side by side. And Jack's sunglasses are on even at night. Missed the fun, nothing happened?
It's fun. It's happening. And she shows off, like, her wounds and then broken arm and burnt up Steve. She's like, it was a party, man.
And he looks at Zach and goes, hey, hair sticks. Looks like one of them got broke. And he's like, God damn it. And Tabitha's like, what you need from us?
Just take him back. We have more business to take care of.
And he walks over to try to get on the back on Tabitha's bike, and she just kind of smacks him and says, and then you can see Jack's and he grins and he puts his glasses back up, and Zach gets on the back of the bike, and we'll see you back at the bar.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
they ride back, and you can hear Zach muttering the whole time, not happy about his lot there, leaving the Coterie once again by themselves at the SUV.
Yep. All right. Yeah, now that he's gone, oh no. Do we need to raise alarms with people? Because if she's up, that's a problem. That's the gonna eat everyone until she's not hungry anymore or something. I don't know. I don't really know how to interpret that part of our lore or whatever. But
Well, she's awake and paying attention to Theo. I think that's probably going to be her main focus for a while.
yeah.
But it was interesting that she revealed herself to us. Because she wouldn't have let us. We never would have seen her if she didn't want us to know.
Oh, I know. No, yeah. She wants us to know that she's up and about. Is she trying to, I don't know, trigger you into doing your thing?
I haven't. She hasn't talked to me yet.
Okay, great. You're gonna wake up. She's gonna be above you. You know
Probably.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's get in the car, guys. I got to go pick
Yeah.
up Wayland and Raphael.
Let's go. We got bodies.
You
we got
pile
all
up, and the vehicle smells of death, okay?
It smells horrible.
Yes, because you've got dead bodies, and it really makes the Toreador in you uncomfortable. But, I mean, what choice do you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to have to get this vehicle fumigated after that, because dead animal doesn't, I mean, they shift back to human form, but it's still dead animal. And dead kindred is pretty foul, too.
Yeah.
You ride not far, a couple blocks down, and there's Wayland and Raphael sitting.
Good.
Leaning against their car. And, of course, you recognize Wayland's car. Wayland likes him, that Dodge Challenger, actually. Dark black, because Black Magic had to have a black car. And they're leaning against it. And when you pull up, Oh, hey, Steve and Locke. I knew you, Locke. I haven't really talked much, Steve. And Raphael just kind of nods. You can tell he's taking the back seat or the secondary position when Waylon's around. Looks like y'all had some problems. Y'all get into a scuffle? Something go down?
Just a little bit.
Actually changing plans. You guys ride back to the club, dispose of the bodies. I'm going to ride with them back to my haven, and then I'll come back to the club.
Okay.
Now there's a back seat in the Challenger.
Yes, I don't care. I'll fit somewhere.
Well, it's no, Raphael's going to sit in the back. It's tight.
Yeah.
It's tight on the knees, but there's a back seat. It's a bench.
Mm-hmm.
And much like a lot of things, Torador, there's nothing subtle when you hear this car crank up,
No.
of course. The engine is loud.
Mm-hmm.
And who's driving back to the club from Locke and Steve?
Me. I'm driving.
Oh, God.
I'm driving. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Steve has
It's
drive.
Because, it's fine. I'm better. Because you know why? Because I am going to rouse prowess from pain, and I succeed. So I'm going to pop my 2 ag into Dex. And I now have 5 dice to drive.
Yay!
Okay, I just grab on to whatever I can hold on to.
It's a kind of like Escalade. There is no shit handle. There is one in those.
Okay.
And yeah, Lily sees Locke jump behind the driver's seat before Steve can do anything.
And I just laugh. She's going to
And Steve's like,
she's going to so break my car.
No, because I got 3 successes. You drive home.
And you see him drive off. And Waylon's like, are you driving? I'm driving.
You can drive.
Okay, cool. And he hops in, and Waylon gets in the back seat and lets you sit up front. Or sorry, Raphael gets in the back seat, and Waylon drives. And he looks back. You see him look back at Raphael, and he looks at you, and he's like, I normally do the driving because, it's my car.
Mm-hmm.
And Raphael's like, I could buy one too,
I understand. I'm like that with my vet.
Yeah. So going back to...
Let's go back to my haven.
Which, not the club, the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Why am I doing ma'am now? See, that's weird. Yes, Lily. Let's go back there. And Raphael starts giggling almost in the back seat. And as
I'm not that old.
And as you're riding back, Waylon's like, so what happened to Steve? He looked, Raphael goes, he looked kind of like I did.
I tell them the story.
Okay.
Of Gabriel, me, and the night that he was killed.
Okay.
And I do that in the ride over because it's a bit of a haul from the park to
and
her
it's, you
place.
tell him the story.
And that bastard has been tracking me for almost 2 years.
But you got him.
Oh, yeah, I got him.
I mean, don't fuck with Torador, right?
Don't piss off a redhead.
And see, we're down here at this other corner. Who was the blast? We heard a horn. The air horn go off.
For Lois.
Oh, he's fine. It's no danger for him. I mean...
I send a quick text.
To who?
I'm going to go with Ivan.
Okay.
How'd the night go for you guys?
Bad. Tell you later.
Okay.
And Waylon looks over. Something.
Maybe. I'll know later.
Okay.
And
about this time, you're back at your haven because your story of Gabriel take us a while, and you arrive at your hidden haven with those 2 in tow. Are we supposed to be leaving? I mean, you'd said, I know you got your vet here. You can take that back to your club.
I can get you on a plane and give you a letter of introduction, and you'll be set.
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, I was planning to go up to Baltimore.
Oh, well, you can do that.
You know what? I spent the time with Vitel. He's a monster. He really is. But he seems to be ruling a little bit. I mean, he's got a light hand. But I think what he's doing is he will at least hold on to power. And you've told me you made a deal where the Camarilla's not going to
Mess with him.
And which leaves me close enough to town that, if you want to see me, you can come see me. If you want to see Raphael, I'm pretty sure I can find a spot to open, a new venue and do my thing there. That way I'm leaving, but I'm not far.
Okay, then go.
You're going to be all right?
I'll be fine. I always am.
Okay, well, we got to grab our outfits and everything, and you see them grab all their stuff and load it into the back of the vehicle, and they leave you at your haven as they're driving to head over to Baltimore.
I send a text to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when Wayland and Raphael get there.
I just gave him back. Or no, the boss says he just gave him back.
Anton's in town.
So?
Not good for impulsive folks.
There'll be a price to pay.
I'll pay it.
You don't get another response. Leaving Lily at her haven with her vet. Now, Steve and Locke, you're in the car ride over to the club. If Steve has anything he wants to talk about while he's handling it. Actually, 3's pretty good. You weren't in let's drive as fast as you can. So, but Locke still scares you a couple times.
We have bodies in the back. Locke is actually using that 3 to be super good driver.
Thanks for reminding me. Let me see. Okay. Y'all can have any talks you want on the ride back, because...
Okay, so what are we going to do, you and me, about this? Because I'm not free of it. You're, hip fucking deep in it.
Oh, I think I'm deeper than that.
You are nostril deep.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are we going to do, Steve?
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to her and see what's going on. Because I don't think I can get away from her. I mean, I thought since I hadn't felt or heard anything from her that she was gone from the city, but no.
And ring. Oh, the ring thing. What's the ring feel like? You said it feels different.
I don't feel anything. It's just normal.
It is still normal. Actually, it's room temperature because your body has no heat to add to it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. This is really cool.
No. See, I had great plans on getting out of here, but that's probably not going to happen.
You were going to leave? You were going to leave too?
Well, I was going to maybe have a companion leaving.
Okay. Were you going to be leaving with a companion whose name rhymes with Besmeralda?
Almost exactly like that, yeah.
Wow!
That's a great guess.
I mean, how many friends do you have? No offense.
1 or 2, maybe? Maybe?
Like, you got the Coterie?
Yeah.
You got her.
Right. That was the maybe.
Yeah, so, I mean, okay. Yeah, I don't know if leaving now that she's not in her bedroom is going to do any good. Because now she can, walk.
And go anywhere she wants.
Yeah. Shit. Okay. This is... maybe we just have to survive. We just have to survive this. That's all. We just have to do what we have to do to get through this. And I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Because it's going to come to a head, and there's art And we can't do anything against art.
No, obviously not. That
Yeah, but maybe I mean I'm always unclear. Like, is art like us or is art like her?
I think he's a lot more like her than us.
Yeah, so maybe it's just those two going at it, and we like set it up, and I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine. I'm fine with fewer older ones. Good by me. Even Art, the only Art we liked never existed in the first place. Yeah. So
that's right.
Maybe that's all it'll be. Maybe we'll just be setting it up and then eating popcorn, and they can have at
the
it.
best we can hope for is that they both take each other out, and they're both gone.
Yeah.
If either one's left, that's bad. Either way.
True, but if one of them is left, maybe they'll be so hurt they just go to sleep again. And then this isn't a problem for another 50 years or so.
Right.
And by then we'll all be dead, so it doesn't matter.
Likely the way it's going.
Yeah, I don't have any hope for any kindred unless they are really super well protected being around 50 years from now. The kind are catching up too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Thin Bloods will be around. I think they'll make it through. But I don't think the rest of us are gonna unless we really start cutting some interesting deals.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna do that.
So how many Lupine would it take to take? Well, obviously, Golden Eyes had the upper hand on a whole bunch of Lupine.
Yeah, I don't think they'll help.
No, they're not going to be able to help with that.
No. I don't know of anything that'll be able to help besides her just going to town.
I wonder if we could engage the madam.
Oh, that.
I mean, if she has any interest in making sure that both of them are not here.
Well, that's an interesting question.
I mean, she might be able to give us some help, even if it's just information.
I don't want to go see her again. But the last time wasn't bad. The last time was actually kind of nice. It was a nice visit. And I need to ask her if she has a music library. But I should probably ask for something weird from me. I don't really have much to give. So, maybe we should. How do you make an appointment with the madam? The last time, Lily was just kind of snotty to a ghost, but I can't see ghosts, so...
I don't know. Aside from going and knocking on the door, which...
It's a hotel!
Yeah.
They have a phone!
We could call.
Can we call?
Let's call.
Let's call. Okay, let's call and see if we can absolutely make an appointment with the madam eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Hilton. You can call it.
Yeah. Do we know, the suite number or something? Was there...
There's never been a number or a name. There's not even a button for it in the elevator. It just goes somewhere. Now, but you can easily look online and find the front desk number for that hotel.
Let's just... You're better at, I think you're better at,
telephones?
Being normal. So... Well, actually you're not. But I think you're better at maybe lying than I am.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no.
You know that.
Oh, no. Am I the social one here? Oh, no. Oh, this will go badly. She takes out her phone anyway. Okay.
Hilton Hotels, Tyson's Corner.
Hi. Do you have someone there staying there by the name of Madam? And she kind of pauses, almost like she's trying to remember the rest of it, but hoping that triggers something.
And the voice, which was animated at first, goes flat monotone. Why do you wish to see her?
Kimberly Locke and
Brian Miller
have some information and some questions, and we feel that we could exchange those things somehow.
I will pass the message.
Thank you.
If she accepts, the butler will be by to see you.
Yeah. He can come to the Purgatory.
I will add that to the message. And then the voice gets animated again. Is there something I can help you with?
No, actually, I think I'm good. Thank you very much. Click.
Okay. And line goes dead.
Oh boy.
Noted. We don't have to talk to ghosts to make appointments. Okay.
There has to be a way for someone without Auspex to be able to get in touch with her.
I could see a Malkavian making that be like the bar. You have to be able to see ghosts to make an appointment. You non-ghost seeing motherfuckers cannot get in.
Valid.
Valid, but I don't think she's Malkavian.
So, and Locke, Steve, you get really paranoid while she's on the phone because she was driving while she did it. And
I just was
fine.
grabbing, holding on even harder.
But
I rolled 3.
somehow you make it back to the club. I mean, she was showing a lot of smooth coordination there, driving and on the phone, and you make it back to the club. I mean, you only used the oh shit handle a few times. And when you get back to the club, of course, first thing comes over the headset is, damn, Steve, dude. And it's Ian from the security room. Dude, damn.
Yeah, it stings a bit.
Does it hurt as much as it looks like it does?
Yeah, it does.
My dude,
Yeah.
can you bring him like a jacket or something, or a hoodie, so you can cover up?
I mean,
the burn
he's
shit?
got spare clothes here. He can, I'm sure he's got a jacket because
We go
I know
into
he's
the-
been staying at his place.
But
But
we want
he's,
to avoid any people that aren't in on the whole.
well,
weird thing.
it's
Park
not
in
an
the
open
garage.
night tonight, so the club's closed tonight. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
just us in here. I mean, we got the normal first floor
Oh,
guards and everything,
Ian.
but
Ian, come here. I have a present for you.
Okay, sure. I guess I'll come down. Now, a question for Lily real quick. Have you stopped the 24/7 or at least cut back there?
I have cut it back.
Okay. You've cut it back?
I've cut it back, allowing them to take time off.
Okay. And he's like, I can make sure, I'll come down, but if Steve don't want to be seen, he can take the back elevator and go.
Yeah.
Nobody's on the basement level. We have that. We're using that new camera
We-
Steve put in to watch it. So other than that,
Well, we do need
it's
to go
clear.
down. We do need to go down to the basement.
Yeah, we need to go down there anyway. But I need
Well-
your help with the car, please.
Okay, let me get Thomas to come in here and watch the cameras while I come down.
Okay, and you might want to be prepared to scrub some footage.
Okay. Well, that's not a problem. And do you hear him call for Thomas on the headset? And Thomas like, I'm coming. I think this is going to be funny. I want to see it from the camera room because Locke is way too excited. And you go down, of course.
I tell Slinky to sit sit a little away from the car.
Okay.
like,
And
present.
Thomas is sitting in the room. So Ian comes down and he walks in and goes, she's not going to bite me, right?
Nope.
Okay. What?
Even though you're tasty. And she opens up the back of the trunk and she's like, guess what we did tonight?
That looks like those body bags that Lily keeps in there.
Yep. And one of them used to be a lupine, so let's do this.
Wait a minute. That was the werewolf thing that was in the club before. One of those?
Yep.
Is that what Deep Fried Steve?
Oh, no. What
that was a
Deep Fried
different
Steve
fight.
was actually, technically it was, it was a dude, but also Lily. But Lily didn't do it on purpose. It was just a whole thing. And it was
I
fine.
can see it.
It all worked out. Yeah,
I can
it all
see it.
worked out.
How come every time she goes out without us, she comes back fine, but other people come back hurt? I haven't figured this one out yet.
Hey, it's our job.
We've
You know
got a
what?
betting pool we've been going amongst each other about who's going to come back hurt the most each time.
Ooh, what was the money on? Who was the money on?
It's always on Steve.
Oh, yeah, lots of smart money. I got
So,
hurt too. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
The pool gets bigger and bigger, but nobody wins because we all bet Steve, and then, well,
Well, show him what happened to you.
Yeah, look.
that hurts, but he's crispy.
Oh yeah, he's all crispy and stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
Somebody won this week.
one thing I got to say, I would expect you guys would smell like, I don't know if you have been near burnt bodies. They smell kind of like bacony, but you just smell like dusty old burnt house or something. It's
kind of like it smells like kind of a grill. When you fire it up, but you don't clean it often enough. And it's
that's
that
that's
crap
good
before
analogy. I like that.
Yeah.
You got a
don't
good
put it
nose.
on. Yeah, I do. Yeah, actually, yeah.
And Slinky just whoof at him, and Ian jumps back.
Getting too friendly with my missus.
Let's get those bodies in the basement.
Okay, let's take these. And so, should they get the bodies down
And
there?
Lily's got a nice little service elevator off the garage just for these kind of purposes, because sometimes Lily needs to move shit to the basement without going through the club. And you guys put the bodies in there and take them down. And Ian keeps eyeballing Slinky, eyeballs Steve. It's like, I assume incinerator time.
Yeah. And actually, she'll not take Slinky into the club. She's like, please hunt, no two legs, but all of the cats you want.
You don't like me eating the rats, though, because you've got your little friend thing with rats. It takes a lot to get a meal anyway, but...
Yeah, go after, the big...
Why are you always telling me to go after cats, though? There's... I seem to think there's
a surplus.
You seem to have a thing. I'll go eat some cats. That's fine.
I mean, you can also eat other dogs. That's fine. I just didn't know if that was a thing that you didn't want to, the line you didn't want to cross.
They're not us.
Yeah, okay, well then.
They were housebroken laws. I mean.
Yeah, fuck domestication. Yeah, go ahead and get whatever you want.
And Slinky pads out the back, and you guys take the bodies down. And by the time you get them down and all into the boiler or into the incinerator, and they all burn up, Lily arrives at the club. And this is where we're going to take our break. And when we come back from the break, Lily will be at the club and with, Locke and Steve. And we'll see what happens, whether they tell Lily that they're going to go see the madam and what's going to happen. So be back in 10 minutes.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you? Or is it me? Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in the world of light. the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, beautiful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Je blood Bathory. I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take all my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory. Let's sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, me beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, me youthful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? I shall bet Bathory.
Welcome back from break. So before break, Locke and Steve had done something I never thought they would do, which was they actually called to arrange a meeting on their own with the madam. And Lily had just arrived back at the club at this point. And we're going, well, you have to wait and see when the madam's going to send the butler to talk with the Coterie, because the madam does things on her own time. So we're going to pick up here when Lily come back, just as Locke and Steve and Ian had finished incinerating some bodies. And Lily arrives at the club, and I'll let y'all have your game.
So once we're alone, so Lily,
Yes.
Steve and I may have made an appointment, with Madam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want in on the visit?
No.
Okay. I 100%
Yeah, just
support
wanted
your-
to ask, though, in case you did.
in case you wanted in on the party. Yeah. Raphael and Wayland.
They're gone.
Oh.
And I will hopefully get word that they have arrived where they're going safely.
Okay. You okay?
Aren't I always?
No, not really.
I will be.
Bodies are done.
Oh, good. Good.
I only gave Ian a tiny bit of cooking.
He was very concerned, though, about you, Lily.
It's really exposure therapy.
Okay.
So we didn't let in on too much of the danger you had been in.
Oh, I'm sure Thomas will ask me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he is the nattering mother of the group. Actually does remind me a bit of my mother. Hilarious, actually.
And you're lucky you ought to have it, I assume, in this conference room
Yeah.
for this one, because otherwise it's recorded somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, good. I think I'm going to spend some time at my new place over the next couple of nights while this club's closed. I need to take some time.
Which new place are you talking?
That's the Savage Garden.
Savage Garden. Okay.
Because it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
So,
with dawn approaching, the Coterie makes their separate ways for the oncoming daylight, and Lily making sure everything's ready in the club. I assume you let your guards know that you're planning to be at the Savage Garden next couple nights, and you'll want.
I'm actually staying at the club tonight.
Okay.
So my guards can keep watch.
Okay. And Steve, where do you stay?
At my New Haven.
Your haven, and Locke, of course, goes to her haven. Do you check in at the bar?
You know what? She's going to stay at the bar.
Okay.
Because he's injured, and she's not really. So until he's healed, until his arm's not wonky, she's going to stay at the bar and keep an eye on him.
And when you get back to the bar, of course, Zach is telling stories to Tabitha and Jack about, the events of the night. But you can tell by the stories that they've been magnified a bit. The retelling of the stories, as far as you're aware, nothing about Granger was mentioned. But the fight with Malik and the Black Spiral Dancer, I mean, you would think that, y'all were fighting 3 or 4 by as many, lupines he had in his jaws at various points. And
you know what? Gangrel are real bad with numbers. It's fine.
Yep, but he's wounded, and when the sun comes up, everyone beds down for their daytime slumber. And we're going to skip ahead 2 days after this, so I assume you've done your healing, and, 2 aggravated wounds worth can heal. And in 2 days, Zach's arm is better.
Yay.
He's got it, healed up again, and Steve's down to only 2 aggravated wounds. And I assume you've had time to hunt, because with 2 full days to hunt, it's easy to do. Anything in particular everyone was doing? One of the nights, Coterie will have met with the madam.
Well, those 2 did.
Those 2, that'll be actually Steve and Locke. And we will do that as a vignette. But Lily also had her meeting with Chaz at the Savage Garden. Yes. Okay. No, Ludlow will happen after this part.
Okay.
She was wanting to about her. She was still wanting a meeting with Ludlow. I want it to happen after this session ends.
Okay.
For the meeting, because the events that you have with Ludlow, they're not story specific, are ones that are that may shake Lily to the point where you need to know what happened with Ludlow before when you go into the session after that.
Okay.
So, and Steve will probably want to know what happened too, because it may affect Steve, because Ludlow is one of his few friends in the city. So, what is, other than those 2 meetings, that was most of one night, what is the other night?
Lily was at Savage Garden.
At Savage Garden, managing
and assessing talent.
Okay, now, big things that you've heard in this period of time, and this goes for the whole coterie. You haven't gotten full details because, well, the Markovs haven't been talking to you. But something bad happened with Grigori. The only text that Lily, and I know Lily relayed it to everybody else at this point, the only text Lily had was Grigori is gone, and then no further text. They're not responding to anything.
Have I heard any rumors about the Lois?
No, you haven't. But you haven't seen a single Tremere either in this 2 days of time. You haven't seen many Kindred at all. It seems like after the events of that night, everyone has slunk off and is laying low for a bit. Other than Chaz, of course.
Yeah.
It seems Kindred are spooked after the events of that night. or just not trying to draw attention, because the lie of a film being shot, as, Blood Liquor pointed out, only a fool believes it.
Did I by chance get a text from Angelique about Grigori?
She's the one who sent Grigori's gone, and then didn't reply. Her and Ivan aren't answering their phones and not replying at all.
Okay.
So we skipped these 2 days. Yes, Steve.
During these days, can I say that I fed and got rid of 2 hunger?
Yeah, you can be down to 1 hunger after these 2 days, and you're healed of 2 points.
All right, thank you.
So everyone's back to 1 hunger if they wish to be.
Willpower still?
Willpower does not refresh.
Okay.
Yet.
All right.
So you are still at 2 now, willpower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
right.
because you got that 1 bonus. So 2 days later, what is the Coterie's plan?
Well, the club's open.
It's an open night.
I'm at the club.
I'm thinking a club night.
Zach's like, can I come? Or, you want me at the bar?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. You want to stay at this bar? It's cool.
I mean, it's fancy, and normally they'd never let me in, but I figure if I go with you, they'll let me in the door.
Okay, I need to fancy you up to get in the door. I think a tiny bit.
I mean, at least he's cute. That is a plus.
He is. Oh, he's cute. Oh, damn it.
Look, I'll brush the hair. I'll put it ponytail, no ponytail. What do you think?
You know what? I think down. Yeah, down is better. I don't know if no ponytails. No ponytails. So she will. Actually, you know what? She's going to go to Jack.
Okay.
And say, "Do you have anything we can just put on him that's?"
Jack's like, "Oh, sure, boss. When I'm not doing the bartender thing, I've got my ladies I got to go out with and see, and it's."
Yeah, I mean, you're fancy. You're fancy. So can you just make him a little bit fancier?
I'll dress him up, and
okay.
Jack takes him off, and Jack's got some. Jack's not living at the bar, but he's got some spare stuff there because, well, sometimes you get messy.
Yeah.
And when Zachary comes out, he's wearing a purple suit that almost fits him. It fits him close enough. And Jack goes, I almost gave him a purple fedora with a feather, but I figured that's going too far. And Zach goes, he's making me look like a 70s pimp. Really?
You look great. Come on,
what about
Zach.
the shoes? Goldfish?
He couldn't find a pair of shoes that fit him, so he's still wearing his normal shoes. He's like, I was looking for some of those white wingtips, but I've got bigger feet and they don't fit him. And
this works. It's great. Okay.
Zach's like, I feel like a peacock.
You look great. You know what? We'll style it on the way over, and let's go.
So, Locke and Zachary come over, and Zach in a purple-ass suit. Lily's, it's club night, so she's been distracted, especially after the meeting with Chaz. It shook her in a lot of ways, but...
Well, it's just been a lot of shaking of Lily here lately, so she's just having a moment.
Lily is still Lily, and when the club is open...
The show must go on.
She is the consummate owner, circulating the crowd, both in the VIP and the non-VIP, though no kindred have come to the VIP since this BSD thing had gone on. They are literally lying low, other than, well, no, they're going out of town, so nobody's come, none of the kindred. You still have the entourages of various people.
Did I get a text from my friend that they arrived safe?
Yes.
Good.
But you still haven't been told the price.
No, that's fine. Whatever the price is.
So, Steve, you doing anything before you go, or you just get up and go to the club?
No, I'll just get up and go.
You're just going to get up and go. So Steve gets there. Locke, you get there after Steve because, of course, it took a little while to get Zachary going. And the first Lily realizes that Locke and Zachary's there is when you see Locke with a guy in a purple suit. And then you do a double take.
Is it actually like relatively stylish, or is it just hideous?
No, it is relatively stylish.
Okay.
It is, Zachary's jokes aside,
it's a nice suit.
it is a nice suit that you would expect to see in a urban club.
Yeah, no,
Where-
it's perfect.
You know,
He looks like a ladies' man.
right. You if you're in a club, an urban club that, you know, is a hip hop dance place,
Mhm.
you'd expect to see it.
Okay, got it.
It's not what you'd normally see in an electronic, you know, music, because that's a different
It's fine.
thing. It's
It's
rave
fine.
style. But yeah, and you see him with Locke, and Locke's, I'm pretty sure, has this grin because of how he looks.
Like, look what I brought.
You're welcome.
And he gets a number of eyes from the people in the VIP, the entourages.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to have this shit-eating grin because he's in the VIP section.
Mm-hmm.
And he normally wouldn't be allowed there.
Welcome, you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like a peacock, I'm telling you.
Oh, you
Oh.
look fantastic,
I
darling.
keep telling him. Keep telling him.
You look like a lady killer.
And then he bats his eyes at Locke a bit.
Hey.
Nope, it's not working.
She's a tough nut to crack, okay?
That's what I've heard, but
You're trying. I see.
I'm
it.
working her.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Like,
No,
it's
the suit was
uncomfortable.
supposed to be the focus.
And Lily, you know, it's Locke, you know the hopping night. Anything Locke and Lily want to talk about before Steve arrives, or you just good just doing a circulatory and walking around checking it out?
Yeah, and she'll just, bullshit a little bit. Fill in on relevant details that have happened during this time.
Yep.
That are happening. And
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit, because
Yeah.
Lily's got the mask on. She's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you see the Lily that you'd seen that night after the Black Spiral, the shaken Lily is gone right now, and what you see is what you've always seen when she's doing her club, which is, the hostess, the Toreador in her element.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve, you arrive, of course, and
I'm not going out into the general population.
no, you go in the back anyway. But
Yeah.
you got to go through the VIP normally. You don't have to, but and of course when Steve arrives, as always on the headset, Miss Locke, Miss Lily, Steve's here.
Okay.
He's not looking like Purple Boy, but he's here. And that was Ian who announced that, because Ian finds it funny too. And Jeff's like, Locke, don't let Steve fuck with your boy. He looks good. Lily likes her ghouls a little bit sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you hear all this, Steve, over your head, because I know that the standard thing is when everyone comes to the club, they just put the headsets in that cover the interior of the little.
Right. And I've removed the epoxy and cleaned off the headset, so
Yeah.
back to normal.
Yeah. It's only skin.
It only hurt a little bit. It's like it was only like plucking your eyebrows. It's except ripping at the
With duct tape. Yeah.
The ears, but the ears, they hurt so much.
It's probably true. So the coterie is all together now. Zachary can be left on the VIP level if
Yeah.
y'all want to have a private talk, because y'all may want to have a private talk.
Yeah, he let him mingle and
Yeah, he can mingle and have himself a good time.
And you see him be beelines over towards some of Chaz's entourage, since they haven't been with Chaz lately. I mean, that's what you still think of him as.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some party girls in there.
Oh, of course there are.
He's trying his luck, and you're not sure if it's working yet or not.
Maybe the suit will help.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Of course, they're used to hanging around Toreador, so
Probably not.
he might have to step up his charm game.
Yeah, probably not. Because even though you've got him in a suit, there's still that little bit of gangrel in him.
It's animal magnetism. He's so bad boy right now. So bad boy.
That is a point.
That is a point.
Because as Victoria Ash says, every Toreador has to have a fling with a Nosferatu and a gangrel at least once.
Excuse me, I didn't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
When was that a thing?
That's it. That's.
She wrote it in a letter one time.
Uh-huh.
And as I go by, we're on my way up with the others, and I see him out there, and it's like looking sharp.
And he just kind of gets his grin like, and he's his dancing skills are not quite up to par, but he tries really hard. He's really enthusiastic.
A for effort.
he puts the effort in to dance badly. And the coterie goes up to the conference room because I know Locke told him that you need to have a private chat. And the coterie gathers up in the conference room to talk about anything. I mean, Locke and Steve don't have much to share with the madam yet, though I don't think they would share it anyway. It's personal to them with what they're doing.
Lily doesn't need to know unless they feel like Lily needs to know at a later time.
It's a security thing. Probably better if she doesn't.
That's actually true.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quiet.
Yeah, I think everybody's hiding after that last fight.
I mean, it's not like I get a ton of kindred at my club that I don't like already know, but it's basically been
dead.
I'm guessing, like Tabitha.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No one's here except for y'all and hair sticks.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Although, you know what, the movie thing, I would have watched the shit out of that movie. People are crapping on that idea. I think it's kind of funny. I'd have watched that. But
I really wonder if well, I can't say anything.
No, you can. But Lily chooses not to.
But Wayland and Raphael did get where they were going safely.
Good. That's good to hear.
So, we'll see what it costs me.
There's always a cost.
Always. Always.
And the coterie sets with that uncomfortable kind of silence. That
any more word on Grigori?
Just that he's gone. I assume that means dead.
Oh.
But it could mean captured. But I don't think captured would be gone and then no more contact.
If he was captured, I'm pretty sure
they would have been here like, we need your help to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's dead.
It was a night to clean house.
They were going after Velois.
Do we know if Velois is okay?
I have no idea. I have his cell phone, but I don't want to call it. That could be suspect.
Yeah, and I really don't have any reason to talk to him anymore.
Right.
That's rough. Why would... I mean, who would go after Velois? Well, I mean, you know, like, we all have people that would go after us. Like, let's...
Come on, Locke. Let's think back a little bit.
Well... I mean,
Angelique would go for Velois.
Oh, yeah. Oh. So you think it was like this, and the people that didn't walk away may have been Velois and Grigori.
Possibly.
And then Angelique texted.
Yes. And I texted Ivan that night.
Okay.
So those two are okay.
So they walked away, but the two Tremere didn't. Possibly. Because, I mean, again, Velois has also no reason to reach out to us if he survives.
Right.
Oh, man.
And I hate not knowing.
Yeah.
I need my fucking rumors. People need to get out of their fucking caves.
Oh, man.
Did you hear from Cone?
I never hear from Cone.
I mean, if we were to call the Octagon house to ask...
Well, the Octagon house is no more.
Well, okay, wherever they are now. About that Chris we picked up. I mean, just as a pretense to call for some reason.
I take out the Chris and look at it.
Okay.
I want to see if it's still glowing.
Okay. That'll be...
Sense the unseen.
I will
Resolve.
go intelligence, auspex, and occult.
And occult?
Yep.
Okay. Intelligence, auspex, which is 4, and occult.
Because it's intelligence and occult plus your auspex.
That's actually a good fucking roll.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The color is dimmed quite a bit on it. But there is still a barely faint glow on it. a reddish tinge, but it's faded a lot. So there's still something
On it.
And it's only the edge.
Okay. Locke,
Mm-hmm.
call Cone.
Okay.
Tell him we picked up a knife that seems odd, and we'd like for him to take a look at it.
All right. Locke will text Cone.
Call.
Oh, call. Okay, and she goes into the hallway and calls.
Okay.
And
You
wait.
dial the number,
Mm-hmm.
and it rings one time,
Mm-hmm.
goes straight to voicemail. Now, I'll let you roll if you want. You can go intelligent streetwise on this one, because it doesn't have to be technology, but...
Because you know what? I have 2 intelligence now.
Mhm.
So let's roll that.
Because I think I can put streetwise on this one, because depending on what you roll.
Doot. 3 successes, actually.
You know exactly what that means. It means the phone is either off or has no service. The one ring straight to voicemail is not, it didn't ring and wait for them to not answer for it to go to voicemail. It literally rang once, switched straight to voicemail. And from, on the street, when somebody does that, means their phone was off.
Good.
Or wasn't able to pick up on the other end at all.
And she doesn't have the professor's personal number anymore, because she always called him at the Octagon.
But
house.
Lily has the Pontifexes.
And Locke puts her head back in the door, and she's like, it went straight to voicemail. Could I possibly have another number to work with?
I'll step out and I'll call the Pontifex.
You call, and it rings once and goes straight to voicemail.
I know what that means. We can't be the last kindred left in town. Like it can't be down to the 3 of us, Zach and Tabitha.
And Karina.
And Karina.
Because she was around.
Yeah.
I call Karina because I know her phone's secure.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And she answers. It rings like 2.5. It gets through the half of the, of a third ring. And, hey, Lily, what's up?
Where
Kinda-
the hell are our Tremere?
How'd you find out about that?
Answer my question.
We don't know.
We don't know.
No, their air horn went off. And Velois was not there when I went to check at the end, wouldn't answer the phone. Cone was gone, and those 2 were together.
Well, Grigori's gone.
Grigori, Angelique, and Ivan. Angelique told me they came over to help. And when they got there was no Velois or Cone, but there was some Lupine there. And they got Grigori. But Angelique and Ivan...
We're able to get away.
Well, no, they managed to kill him before Grigori went down, or after Grigori went down, they finished him off. We don't know where Velois and Cone went. We have no clue, because I know they were there at the beginning of the night. We heard the air horn go off. But I don't know what happened to them. Have you heard anything? I mean...
No, I tried contacting them because I have this really interesting object that I wanted them to put their eyes on.
Well, we've been looking for them. I've got feelers out for them. I don't know what happened to them. But...
Who all did we lose?
We don't know who we know Grigori was lost. So far that's missing, Granger, Velois, and Cone. Have you had your visitor tonight yet?
What visitor?
Anton said he was coming by tonight. If he isn't there, he's not there yet. He'll be there. Or he may be there. Who knows? But he said he was coming by tonight.
Okay. Let me know if you hear anything about the Tremere.
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, it's going to be a big deal if we don't find him because, well...
Is Briggs okay?
Yeah, Briggs was okay. He sat with Norton all night and they argued the whole night. Apparently.
Oh, I heard about that. Waylon did. Raphael told me.
They were apparently arguing the whole night about...
By the way, Waylon and Raphael have defected.
Wait, what? Well, back up, Lily. What?
Yeah, you heard me.
Where did they go?
To the Anarchs.
I mean, I guess I kind of don't blame them if their club's getting burned down and people trying to burn them up. But I thought Waylon was dead. But no, because he was at the club. So I guess, or at your Savage Garden. But you're gonna have to fill me in at some point when you get a chance.
I'd love to.
We're gonna have to do a girls' night or something.
We will.
There's some weird stuff that I'm just not going to talk about on even my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but yeah, expect a visitor at some point.
Okay.
Unless he's already there and you just don't know.
I may not know, but usually my guards are pretty good about letting me know when someone shows up.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you, dear. And if there's anything you need my assistance with, just let me know. Okay.
Sure thing.
Okay. And I hang up.
And Ian pokes his head because you're out in the hallway and he sees this. He's like, that Anton guy and a friend you're not going to believe it. They're in the VIP level dancing and shit. I mean, it's funny to watch, but they're really good.
Okay.
But, I mean, really good if you think it's like 400 years old or something. It's kind of an odd dance to see. But okay. I thought he was too stuffy for that.
I thought he was too. Interesting. Okay, well, thank you, Ian.
Yeah, I just saw you in the hallway, not in your conference room. I mean, I figured to poke my head out. Thomas would have come and knocked on it. But
that's fine.
There were some people being rowdy on the first floor that, he was making sure wasn't going to stay in the club anymore. Drunk college boys again. You know.
Yeah, school's back in session, so
they get a little rowdy, and he had to, forcibly remove them.
Yeah. Okay, well, very good. And as he goes back
in the security room, and
I look at Locke and I say, everyone but Briggs, as far as Tremere, is missing, and Grigori's the only one known to have been destroyed.
Shit.
There were Lupine at the scene, and that's what got Grigori.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, Ivan and Angelique were able to kill the Lupine after Grigori fell. So I don't know if Velois and Cone got taken out by Lupine or what.
I mean, they sounded an air horn.
Yeah.
Which to me sounds more like, oh shit, Lupine are coming, and they got in the way. Or it could be that just happened and that they later got taken out.
I don't know.
I don't like any of that.
I don't know, but that's the deal. But anyway, Anton and someone else is down on the VIP. I'm going to go down and greet them and bring them up to the conference room if they need to talk to me, because Karina told me that I should be getting a visitor tonight.
Okay.
So why don't you wait in the conference room with Steve?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Hawk goes in and she's like, Anton's here.
Okay.
And
yeah.
And she basically, everything that we just talked about in the hallway.
Okay. So you get filled in that.
Yeah.
Did you tell her that Granger was missing? Is what Karina said? Locke knows, but.
Yeah, I would have said the list of missing, So,
yeah, now you find out Granger's been reported missing.
Oh, I wonder how that happened.
He got beckoned.
Yeah.
He's listed as missing, as is Velois and Cone, who were the two that were working together there. And Lily, you go down and, there's Anton, dressed in this same three-piece suit you always wear. Large emerald ring on his hand. Mm-hmm. The guy next to him, though, you don't recognize. You've never seen him. He's kind of short, actually, maybe 5'3".
Oh, wow.
Got black hair, slicked back, not in a kind of unsettling way. It's more like just the pulled back hairstyle. You can roll intelligence. Let me think, because I know there's a skill you could actually roll that you might be able to guess some of this.
politics
No.
or etiquette Camarilla?
Academics.
Academics.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking sucky ass roll.
Shouldn't be, because you were a teacher.
Yeah, well, I didn't have the XP to put the dots in, okay? And I can't use my teaching fucking perk for it.
No, she was a teacher back years and years ago, though, so, it would actually make sense. That was before they took master's degrees for teachers,
That sucks. Got 4.
The man he's with, you can see the facial structure is definitely Eastern European. If you had a guess, 4, maybe Russian or nearby there. Definitely former Soviet bloc.
How's he dressed?
He's actually dressed in a suit as well.
Is it like a business suit or is it actually a nice suit?
He's actually dressed in a stylish, well-tailored. Being a Toreador, your guess would be Armani, maybe?
Good.
It's definitely not tailored off the rack. It's
Is he dancing?
custom. They're both kind of dancing, but it's a style. It looks like a modified version of something maybe a couple hundred years old. But they're dancing, and there's a number of eyes on them. Even Zachary's kind of trying to figure out what's going on here because, well, you wouldn't expect it. But there's a solemnness to it of what they're doing, and almost a formality as they're doing the dancing that strikes you as very odd, especially what you know about Anton.
Mm-hmm.
And when the next song comes on, they stop and they notice you. And they come over, and Anton is actually slightly to the right and behind this individual as they approach you.
I want to do a politics check on that.
Okay.
That is 6.
Traditionally,
With a crit.
Traditionally, the person who's lower status would walk slightly behind and to the left of an individual, because that would put them in the shield position to leave the one in the front free to use their weapon arm. But in this case, that is sometimes not the same if the individual in question is a lefty, in which case they would reverse the position. But walking slightly behind is definitely the position of a subordinate or a lower ranking individual.
Interesting. So Lily does presume this is the Justicar. And she puts on her game face.
And there is a raw confidence in this individual that...
Yeah, this is the most dangerous individual ever.
And they approach, and Anton just slightly nods.
I nod in deference to Anton, and then I curtsy to the Justicar.
You would be Lily Sanger.
Indeed I would. And whom do I have the pleasure of greeting?
Yosef Romno. I don't think the name would matter to you. Let us go somewhere where we can talk.
Certainly, I have a private
Anton has told.
quarters. And
After you.
absolutely follow me. And I take them up to the conference room.
Okay. And when they come in, of course, you see the same description. And Anton is still walking behind this guy.
And as I walk in, I ensure that the door is closed behind them and say, my fellow coterie mates, let me introduce you to Yusuf Romanov. I presume Justicar.
You presume well. You would be Kimberly Locke of Clan Gangrel. Steve Perry of, well, no clan.
Yes, sir.
Special interest. I am, in case you don't know, the Justicar of the Clanless and Unbound. It's a rather new position in the Cameroon. Created solely, well, because of the gaps that were created when your clan left, and he looks right at you, Locke, and when the Bruja left. There must be 7. And I am the 7th. I have come to inform all of you, of course, that Prince Stanford no longer rules. He was taken 2 days ago during, let's say, cleanup of the Lupine situation. I was quite aware of that. But we have taken him, and he was executed, as was Glenn, the last that you knew of his children. We've gathered the rest. There's 1 or 2 not in the city, but they'll be found, taken as well. The tower has come to reestablish correct rule of this city, and I am here as the facilitator. Many things have gone wrong in this time since Stanford was placed on his throne. Now, the politics are what they were, but we are evaluating now who will take over for him. Of immediate concern, do any of you know where Velois and Cone Rose have gone?
Sadly, no. We had direct lines of communication with them by their cell phones, and neither are working at the moment. And I even confirmed with Karina that they are missing. No one seems to know where they are.
Interesting. I am looking into the situation. But if they are gone, we shall have to reestablish a new chantry in the city. Because Briggs, though a formal member of the Camarilla, I do not feel is going to be approved by the Tremere councils to lead a city, as he is a relatively new kindred.
And one Tremere does not make a chantry.
That is correct. There seems to have been an excessive amount of deaths in this city. One thing that's going to be corrected is that. Now, I am only here to tell you this because Anton has told me that much of what we gained was with Coterie members' help, of course. Of course, he was put on his throne because of you all. Let's just say the city will be put to right. Old wrongs will be corrected. And stability will return. And Steve, while I will say, from my reports, you did not do horribly as a primogen. Unfortunately, for now, there will be no primogen of the Unbound. It was an experiment that I feel is too soon. We need more time before the princes are ready for that.
Understood.
There will be many changes. There will be a new court in many ways. At least until stability is done. The real question still remains of Prince. And Anton and I are working on that. When a prince is decided, and there will be no drawn-out praxis on this one, the kindred of the city will be notified. So now, in light of everything that's happened, do you actually have any questions for me? Yes, Locke.
I don't know. I mean, you probably have this piece of information, but just in case you don't, the last time anything was heard from Valois and Cone was when they sounded an air horn, and she names the approximate location.
That's
approximate time.
That's what we have heard as well.
Okay. That's all the information.
The current belief is that they sounded their air horn being attacked. Mm-hmm. And based on what we heard from Angelique and Ivan, is when they arrived there, Valois and Cone were nowhere to be found. And there was a lupine there that attacked them. And in the process, they had to destroy it, and Grigori fell. And while it sounds simple, there was a problem, of course, with the lupine that was supposed to respond to the air horn. It was not supposed to be Angelique, Grigori, and Ivan. That was the plan that Karina had relayed, and I had approved that the lupine was going to respond to the air horn, but one did not. But rest assured, we will find what we can, if we can. Mm-hmm. Valois was powerful for one as young as him, but it is possible he was taken away by one who escaped. We're watching. If he resurfaces, he could be wounded and just hiding out till he heals enough. There is the question, of course, of the missing Granger, but from speaking with Anton, Karina, he's of no consequence right now. We'll find him if he shows up, but he's been known to disappear for years at a time anyway, so while the timing seems odd, there are bigger fish to fry while I'm in town, and my time is limited. Of course, if you hear any information, give it to Yakaterina. She will make sure it gets passed on. You may speak, Anton. And Anton goes, Yakaterina is my representative in town. She will make sure anything that needs to be said is relayed to me. And Yosef looks around. Any other questions you have? Perhaps the court, the Primogen, what happened with the prince, former prince. Put up a fight.
He was destroyed, right?
Oh, he is dead now.
Okay.
He will not return.
That's all that matters.
Put up a good fight, but not good enough. Fatima had him. You've all met her once before, long ago, briefly.
Yeah, she was real mad she didn't get to
kill Vitel.
Yeah. Yeah, go you, go girl. Get your man.
If I could give just a bit of information regarding the court, the prince, things like that.
Speak.
The kindred that remain in this city, though the body counts were excessively high, those that remain would be very supportive of the extremely competent Karina Dobson ruling.
That is a discussion that Anton and I have been having. Be aware that the tower recognizes her ability. But we shall see.
I understand. Just a consideration.
Anything else someone would like to discuss?
No, not at the moment.
I shall be in town for a little while longer, at least, until we figure who is going to sit on the throne. Anton may be in town longer than that. There could be others. I advise you remember that. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good.
Good evening.
And they turn and walk out.
And I have Thomas actually escort them out.
And in stark contrast to the dancing you saw going on downstairs, though there was something formal about it. This kindred, though you don't know his clan, but he's definitely shows some more of the unemotional that you've begun to link with age. The dance will always be an oddity, I think, in all of these kindred's head. But now the coterie is left in a conference room. Where the tension you can feel drain out as they walked out of the room.
Oh no, Lily's tension is on high alert.
And I leave the scene to the players.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't even know there was a Kaitif Justicar.
That was very surprising. I didn't know there were any. I mean, I guess technically I hear some people be all like, they're all like, Kane was a Kaitif. I don't know about that.
Be careful where you say that.
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard people, but it's like, yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's like controversial. But I didn't know they were like that. He's obviously old, right? Like,
I don't think he's a Kaitif.
Oh, you think? Well, what do you think he is?
Who the hell knows? He's just old.
Maybe the clan rubbed off after a while.
I mean, but no, just because they're a Justicar, they don't have to be.
Traditionally, all clans, for the clan Justicars, are from the clan. The problem is when you talk of the unaligned and
Clanless.
unbound and the clanless,
They're not going to make a freaking Kaitif a freaking
you don't
Justicar.
know. You could have one from any clan or a Kaitif. You don't know.
Interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, okay. That's interesting. Makes sense though, because they're always like dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So it kind of makes sense that they'd be like,
almost
"We
gave
hate
me
you,
a
but."
fucking Tremere vibe. But I don't know.
I don't like the fact that we're like down to one newbie Tremere.
Yeah.
And that it sounds like they're just going to import.
Yeah,
fun-
that's generally what the tower does when a clan gets decimated in a city.
It sounds to me like they're going to just import everything. Whole like new court, all kinds of new people
We'll
showing
see.
up.
We'll see.
I don't want position in this one. I don't.
I was relieved to be told I wasn't going to get it. I was very relieved.
I don't want to be. I really don't want to be a hound again. I mean, that was fine, but it's just I want to run my club. You know, I just want to be left alone.
Never really an option for us, but
You know what? I managed for 40 freaking years to be left alone very well. Very well. Nobody bugged me. And I come to DC and everyone is like in my shit all the time.
Lily turns around and walks out.
Okay.
That's not good.
And where do you go?
I just go down to the VIP.
Okay. And Zachary's there, hair sticks, some entourages, music's thumping. As soon as you go down there, hair sticks Zachary comes right over to you, unable to catch the social clues. That Lily's face hardened like that. Who the hell was those? I mean, that was some weird dancing. Who the hell is that?
Lily leans over to his ear and whispers, "That was a Justicar."
Never mind. I don't care. Don't want to know.
There you go.
Locke's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good enough. Good enough for me.
I don't think you have anything to worry about with her. She'll always be fine.
Well, you say that, but
She doesn't make waves.
I mean, okay, I can't argue that one. Seems pretty low key most of the time, except when she's like, Merc, never mind. Yeah, sorry.
Polite company and all.
Yeah, you know. Hey, did you know those people, they normally hang out, they like to go to the conservatory and...
Yeah, they're Chaz's entourage.
Okay, yeah. So I should go tell him the bubble flute thing, right?
You absolutely should.
Perfect. Okay.
Let me know how it lands.
I will let you know. Is Locke coming back down, or
I'm sure she will eventually.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and you see Zach run over there and immediately start going into a story, and you can tell by his hands he's doing like flute movements of some kind, like he's really emoting this story out. Steve and Locke are left in this conference room after Lily walks out.
I should probably spread the news in my quarter. Because I don't know, there's people they don't know how to get a hold of or that are in weird places. We're easy.
Well, the fact that we're still alive or unlive means that Stanford probably didn't spill too many secrets.
Yeah, I mean, no, well, see, that's where I might disagree, because I think that he implied that he was going to overlook some shit because we helped them out and we did the tower solid. So I think that they might be just overlooking some shit, and
I didn't see that, but
feeling.
Okay.
You know, when I told you people say words a certain way. Yeah.
People keep saying words matter, but
words so matter.
But I missed it.
Yeah, it's you're not a people person. I'm not really a people person, but I'm a little bit more of a people person than you are.
Yeah, you're more people-y than me.
Yeah. So I think that's how that's possibly going to go down, is that they are overlooking a few things that we kind of did.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, however it fell out, we're still alive. Ish.
We are. We survived. Although we still have to live through a coronation.
That's true.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, because he didn't say they'd selected a new prince.
No, they're talking about it, although Karina is going to be so mad at Lily. Mm-hmm. So mad. So mad. I wonder how... it's really lucky. I don't think the Ventru, frenzy real easy. But... yeah. She's going to be so mad. I want to watch. It's gonna be great. They're gonna have so many subtle murder. Yeah.
So when Lily's
I agree with it. I would fucking follow Karina in a heartbeat. I think she might just end up with a really good position, and they'll put. Okay, if we're gonna put money on this, which we are. I'm thinking a Ventru gets brought in.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good possibility. Now, Golden Eyes is a Ventru, right? Or do we think so?
Yeah. Yeah. We were pretty sure.
I was thinking, maybe he was responsible for taking out the other Ventru in the city. He had the perfect opportunity.
That's true.
You mean the Tremere?
Yeah.
Tremere, yeah.
That's what I meant.
That's true. And if it was art and control, not art, but GoldenEye's writing art, which sounds gross, but he could have done it no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw how fast he moved and how much he was all over the battlefield. he could have chased down a Lupine. I mean, for all we know, he killed one of the good ones because they lost 5.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They lost 6.
They lost six. He could have very easily heard the horn, knew who was there, and that was his opportunity. Whoever was running out to help them, just and then taken out those 2.
Right.
I think I'm pretty sure Mother's gonna text me in a bit. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna ask about that, and I also need to ask you if you want to go, and I need to ask Lily when I go down if she wants to go. If they'll let everybody. Yeah, it's a good time. They're great. I'll ask her if she wants to go too.
She's probably going to want one of us to drive instead of taking one of her cars.
I did a good job. Excuse you.
No. She just probably doesn't want leech written on the back of the.
All of us are fucking leeches, man.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. It's not like driving better. Oh, you think you want to take? Yeah, I can steal a car. Whatever. You know, we can take a disposable car. They can write all they want on that. So, and I mean, right now their numbers are down, so I don't know how much they're going to be spoiling for a fight.
Right.
Right now. Maybe, I don't know. All right, I'm going to go down. I have people that I have to inform. And I need to ask Lily if she wants to come see Mother when Mother texts. So,
and what was Lily doing on the VIP after she went down? Just absorbing yourself in the music?
Just, yeah.
Okay. And so, Locke, you come down, and Lily seems lost in thought. And Zachary is in the middle of that whole entourage, and you catch a little bit of what he's talking about, bubbles and a flute.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She goes to Lily, and she's like, I haven't gotten this text yet, but I'm expecting one from Mother pretty soon.
Okay.
When that meeting, if it happens, do you want to come along? If
No.
they'll allow it?
No.
What'd you say?
No.
No? Okay. You okay?
I don't know. I'm terrified.
Yeah, we were, there was the way some things were said that kind of worry me.
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
That wasn't the impression I got.
Yeah. But I feel like in our circles, you're never okay, you're just okay for now.
Yeah.
I'm getting good at this politics thing, Lily. See, you're teaching me well.
And I think that's where we're going to end this episode, right here, with Lily lost in thought, wondering what happened. And for any viewers out there, if you haven't read the Camarilla book from V5 mentions that there is talk amongst the tower itself, the inner council, of creating a position of Justicar, the clanless and unbound, because there must be 7, which is actually a very old prophecy given by Malkavian long ago, that the Camarilla will stay true as long as there's the 7 pillars. But they're not quite sure what the pillars are, whether it's the clans or the Justicars. And the choice is give La Sombra a Justicar or create a position for the clanless. And well, it appears, at least in the DC Chronicle, they picked an unbound. I'd like to thank everyone for coming, of course. If you want to join us on Discord, go ahead. Right over there. Join us on Discord. You want to catch the video on-demand content of all the fucked up shit that's going on in this chronicle and all the reasons why Lily and Locke and Steve have to be a little bit worried about the Justicar saying wrongs will be righted. Watch the back episodes on YouTube and on here on Twitch for 60 days. Check out all these other cool channels right over here. You know, go down the list. Check them all out. If you want to give us a follow, give us a subscribe on Twitch that you want to support the channel, go ahead. If you're watching this on YouTube, just you can give us a subscribe on YouTube. Doesn't cost anything. Pretty easy. If you want to play Pathfinder, I'm doing this every week for Locke there. If you want to play some Pathfinder with Locke or Katie, hit her up on Twitter. We'll put the link, the entire cast Twitters right here in the chat. Hit her up on Twitter, hit her up on Discord. She knows a guy. Not just play Pathfinder with Katie, but it's, Jake plays too. So, I mean, Q times. He's awesome. I love Jake. Jake's a great guy. Anything anyone wants to add to this one? Lily is so shook now she don't even have something to say at the exit of the episode. Anything you want to add, Lily?
No, thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you all for coming. Good night.
Good night.